Shahid was sentenced to 5 years in a Yemeni prison, somewhere he says de-radicalized him after previously fighting in Bosnia and Afghanistan.
Now that he said he's been de-radicalized, I'll be honest with you, I take his full trust. Look at the firearms that are in this picture. Those are in the UK. How is this even happening? Islam will enter every home. Made by American Islamic scholar, preacher Sheikh Uthman. Let's hear what he has to say. I expect this is going to be very, very friendly. So have a good listen and let's enjoy.
Islam will enter every house. Don't worry about the Islamophobes. They can yap all they want. Their children will be Muslim. The Sharia is the Sharia. We believe in it. Yeah. The hudud are hudud. We stand by them. We're not afraid of, we're not ashamed. We don't apologize. We don't water anything down. We don't compromise. None of that.
Pass 49 says, so-called moderate Muslims never ever call out the extremists in their midst. Why? Brian Allen says, new billboard in Manchester, UK. Clear, bold, unapologetic. Immigrants have done more for this city than billionaire tax dodgers ever will. Do you lot agree with that? I'm pretty sure that Steve Hartley doesn't. His one says, immigrants have blown up more kids at pop concerts in Manchester than billionaire tax dodgers have. Ouch. 2 men have been jailed for plotting mass harm on a Jewish gathering. Have you seen this?
You've mentioned about being a supporter of ISIS.
No, I don't answer this question.
Are you a supporter of ISIS?
Do you want to answer? Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
No, I don't tell you anything. They are Muslim. That's it.
Hang on a second, but everyone in this country who talks about Islam says that in the book of the Quran you cannot commit any crimes or violent acts of anyone, so anyone that does that is not a Muslim. And then you've got a guy here saying he supports ISIS because they're Muslim.
What is it about them that you support?
They are Muslim. They make Sharia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they make Sharia.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a difference between ISIS and some other people who say they're Muslims?
Yeah, they're all Muslims. They are hypocrites, but the ISIS, they are real Muslim.
Okay.
They make Sharia.
So this guy's risked his life for this country. So whoever that man is, so he must have audio footage, video footage, everything to confirm what he's saying, and he's risked his life for this. Could you imagine how scary that must be? So again, the people that do this job, thank you.
This was a genuinely chilling case of people who embodied and in many respects were absolutely intent on bringing into the true manifestation of awfulness a hatred of Jewish people. Their intent was to commit to slaughter of innocent people.
However, I must point out, you better not mention this to anyone, because if you do, well, it's going to be Islamophobic, ain't it? We've got the footage of the actual raid.
Get on the fucking floor!
So Al, can you just listen to me now, yeah?
I am listening.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of being a terrorist. In that, you have been concerned in the commission, preparation, or instigation of acts of terrorism, contrary to Section 40, 1 and B, of the Terrorism Act 2000. You are suspected of preparing for a terrorist attack in the UK.
The pair were convicted by a jury at Preston Crown Court on Tuesday. This video, issued by Greater Manchester Police, shows footage of weapons sent to an undercover operative known as Farouk. So the question remains, again, look at the firearms that are in this picture. Those are in the UK. How is this even happening? And if you can recall, a couple of months ago, there were talks of people coming over on the boats, the illegal migrants, with firearms. We saw videos on platforms such as TikTok and X with people brandishing AK-47s and everything else. And the government assured people, no, that's not happening. Really? Their convictions come little more than a week after a mass shooting at a Jewish Hanukkah celebration on Sydney's Bondi Beach, which we all saw. These images issued by the Greater Manchester Police show various weapons seized during the arrest. So for everyone that's watching this video back in the UK, I think we should all give a round of applause to these people that are undercover and protecting the civilians of this nation. This here is Shahid, but this is the man that's running to become a councillor in the United Kingdom after being convicted of terrorism acts in Yemen.
convicted of plotting to blow up the British consulate, a church and a hotel in Yemen nearly 30 years ago.
Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all.
Now he's standing for election in Birmingham and believes his past shouldn't stop him from doing so.
I need to clarify that, first of all, I was convicted in Yemen, not in the UK. This happened in 1998, so it's a few decades ago.
Still happened though.
Well, it happened in Yemen, not the UK, so that should just make it okay then, really. He sounds like a nice fella, doesn't he?
Yeah, it happened, yeah. Most importantly, it was false charges that I was charged with. None of these charges were true. It was a kangaroo court. I was tortured into signing a confession.
But that claim was rejected by the court. Shahid was sentenced to 5 years in a Yemeni prison, somewhere he says de-radicalized him after previously fighting in Bosnia and Afghanistan.
Now that he said he's been de-radicalised, I'll be honest with you, I take his full trust.
So were you radicalised?
In the context that you're framing that question, yes.
Do you still feel radicalised?
No.
What's changed?
I'll tell you what's changed. He's got the opportunity to get in a position of power, and that's always been the 50-year-long plan. Just saying it as it is, because no one else will.
I'm older, I'm more mature. At that time, I had a very sort of blinkered view of the world and of everything, and I took things literally, when really I should have looked at the nuances, I should have looked at the context. And on the back of that, yeah, I did make mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes, and do you know what? I think I've got to take it all back. I was wrong. He's paid his dues. He's changed, right?
You need to be earning halal rizq, and you need to be in that gym, doing that MMA, doing that boxing, lifting those weights, strengthening yourselves up, so that if anyone comes into your face, remember, Muslims are not pacifists. If somebody comes into your face, you knock his teeth out.
Hang on a minute. I thought he said that he'd changed.
We see many people who look up to their, role models, and our role model is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So let's keep that connection, and victory will come. Wallah al-azim, it will come, but it requires sacrifice, it requires patience, and it requires persistence.
Everything that they want will come. We need patience and sacrifice. But he's changed.
Do not take the Jews or Christians as your friends and protectors. People say, oh, what you say, we can't make friends. You understand the verse, understand the context. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you that these people, the disbelievers, will never be satisfied with you. No matter how much you bend over for them, they will never ever be satisfied. So stick with your deen, stick with the Muslims, and for good or for worse, hold your ground.
Let's just remind ourselves again what he said before.
Do you still feel radicalised?
No.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the clips of today. Tell us what you think in the comments. Do you think these are a danger to the UK? Because clearly, I think that they are.